star came with a dark side of drugs and despair. With more on his journey into the light, once again, here's Paula Zahn.
He was a rock star at the top of his game, with all the trappings of celebrity. But today, Brianem Welch plays a very different tune. Music awards that once filled his home are now in dusty piles on his garage floor. Painful reminders, Brian says, of a life he'd rather leave behind.
I feel like this guy's dead. There's a lot of pain back there. And these, unfortunately, remind me of pain. And I don't want to look at them all the time. So they're in my garage.
In their place, religious symbols adorn Brian's walls, furniture, and body.
Matthew 5:8, blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Matthew 6:19, don't store your riches on earth, and love conquers all.
And the man who once described himself as shy is telling his story to thousands.
You don't have to be in church in a tie because some man tells you that you need to dress like that. It's about having a relationship. Come as you are. He loves us all the same.
My emails have quadrupled since Brian's been here. A lot of young people writing us saying, if God can do that for him, maybe he can do it for me, even though I'm not a rock star. So, yeah, it has had an influence and an impact.
Brian's spiritual reawakening also led to a surprising new discovery, a talent for songwriting.
I never wrote lyrics in Korn. I never wrote lyrics in my life. I didn't know how to write lyrics. Now I'm writing songs and my phrasing's good. I sound like a singer. I'm not the best singer in the world, but I'm writing these songs that I never knew I had it in me. That's my hidden treasure that God had for me.
One of his first compositions is a love song to his little girl.
Now he's just a plain regular dad, except he's on fire for Jesus.
As he returns to the studio for his first solo effort, Brian's Christian-themed music is already making news with a scathing critique of rapper 50 Cent.
I'm the love doctor. How your fans teasing you about how I got you.
For doing what Brian calls the work of the devil. And his new song, A Cheap Name, takes direct aim at the rap star.
I'm not saying I'm better than him. I'm saying God is telling me something, and God is telling me something to tell you. I'm the translator. You listen if you want, but things are going to happen.
Despite what some consider a narrowly targeted message, the recording industry is taking notice of Brian's new sound.
You could label it what you want, but music's music, and just because the lyric content in these songs happen to be uplifting, the music's really intense. His fans are going to love this stuff.
In the works, a major tour and 1 million records. But Brian vows that this time around, his profits will be put to good use.
There's 70 million kids on the streets in India, and I would rather spend my money on getting them to know God.
Brian's former bandmates from Korn declined CNN's request for an interview, but in a statement said that Korn respects Brian's wishes and hopes he finds the happiness he's searching for.
I miss those guys so much. I'm reaching out to them. I know I've scared them away a lot.
Today, Brian surrounds himself with a new group of friends.
How's it going, brother?
I ran to my room, I grabbed my drugs and threw them in the toilet. And I got on my knees, I go, did I pass?
Among those friends, born-again actor Stephen Baldwin.
What we're going to see is this new perception about God and faith in America amongst the youth culture, with guys like, Brianem Welch kind of leading the charge.
And to the naysayers who doubt Brian's sobriety, a message.
People say, oh, he's just coming off drugs and he's crazy. He's a little, off his rocker right now, but if I'm wrong, I have a better family life. My kid looks up to me. I don't want to die. I don't want drugs. I'm healed from all alcoholism. I have everything to gain. And the other way, how I was living before, I had everything to lose, including eternity. So I'm pretty confident in my decision.
Brianem Welch recently returned from a mission to India where he spent 2 weeks funding and dedicating homes for street children. His first solo album will be in stores this fall. We wish him well with that. Larry King Live just ahead, 9 Eastern.